Next question for be a part of this conversation that needs to be heard. Let's as a trend, but as a truth that you and I live every single day. Nothing to do with gender, but everything to do with the mind. Entertain jokes around women, men, LGBTQ plus community. Because change needs all the voices, the wounded ones and also the awakened ones. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a very special or unique sort of a video on my channel, and by the time you must have already understood, as the title is quite imperative, that in today's video I'm going to be answering some of the most honest, raw, or let's say uncomfortable, unfiltered questions around what it means to be a true feminist in today's world. Not as a trend, but as a truth that you and I live every single day. If you've ever been misunderstood for standing and speaking up for yourself, if you have ever tried challenging the double standards around you, or if you in general or particular want to understand the feminism from a personal lens, then this is the video that you're going to resonate with. So stay right here. Alright, so here I have curated a bunch of feminist tagged questions for you all, which I'm going to be answering one by one. So you have to watch the video until the very end and be a part of this conversation that needs to be heard. Alright, so first question is, what does feminism mean to you personally? Alright, so personally speaking, feminism for me begins the moment a girl chooses to change her route. Not because it's shorter, but because the chosen route is safer. So for me, feminism has always been about reclaiming your space, your voice, your value, and choosing to exist without constantly explaining why. It has got nothing to do with waging a war against someone or against a particular gender. No, but it has absolutely everything to do with unlearning your silence. Next question for me is feminist icon on page. So yeah, I actually have few names in count. So those who know me personally would be aware of the fact that how much respect, admiration, reverence I have for our first Miss Universe, Miss Sushmita Sen. So yeah, without a doubt, whether it was adopting her daughter in the late 20s, giving them their best lives, breaking stereotypes, and just not waiting for the society to approve her stance. So the way she led her life is really commendable. Another feminist icons that I can look up to are Javed Akhtar and ace comedian Vida. So I really like when these two people talk. Their stance for women and the way they stand up for women, that is really commendable. So yeah, these are the two names that I can recall as of now. The third tagged question is a feminist quote that stays with you. Oh, interesting one. I read a quote somewhere. It reads like, feminism is not about making women strong. Women are already strong. It's about changing the way the world perceives that strength. And I absolutely liked it. I remember one more. It says, my wounds, my mother's wounds, my mother's wounds will not be my children's wounds. It stops with me. And I absolutely fell in love with these two quotations. How wonderful is it, isn't it? You know, we as women often carry generations of pain and trauma along our way, not just in our memory, but in the way we choose to raise our daughters, giving them the gift of pain, agony, trauma, limitations, fears, as if they are some sort of inheritance. What we fail to realize is that healing ourselves from our past trauma is the first act of freedom that we can give our daughters, because it should ideally stop with us. Next up is, do you think feminism is misunderstood today? If yes, how? Oh, absolutely. Feminism is misunderstood today on so many levels. I think many people who are alien to this concept, they narrow it down to men-hating idea, when in reality, it's never about hating on a particular gender. It's just about equality and not revenge or vengeance. Because if feminism was ever about revenge or vengeance, then men would be nothing but a historical footnote by now, isn't it? So the real tragedy, or you can say irony, is that the word feminism is still controversial, whereas the words misogyny and patriarchy are still so normal. The next question is, what's that one myth about feminism that you wish more people should unlearn? Oh my god, can I please tell you this one? One of the greatest or biggest myths is people believing that feminism is a gendered concept, when in reality it has nothing to do with gender but everything to do with the mindset. If any individual, I said any, yes, if any person believes in equal right, equal opportunity, equal dignity, then congratulations, you are a true feminist, because change needs all the voices, the wounded ones and also the awakened ones. Next one is my absolute favorite. How do you deal with people who say I'm not a feminist, I believe in equality. This one is a classic. Can I say this? I mock such people, not because they do not know the whole idea or concept of feminism, but because they feel proud in the wrong idea, in their stupid narrative, in their preconceived notion. And they do not even try to be mindful of their words and actions. So, from next time, please invest your time and energy into some good books or good articles, maybe, and try to unlearn these rigid notions and be a good person, be an asset to the society. Oh, of course it has. There are a lot many changes that I have made with respect to what I see, what content I consume, what things I speak. So, the subtle choices that I make every day. So, of course, my views have changed. Over time, I have become more mindful and conscious of my actions. Like, for example, I do not entertain jokes around women, men, LGBTQ plus community. I do not entertain such reels where women are seen as men haters, irrational, loud. I refuse to like or propagate the reels that somehow show a certain checklist as what it takes to be an ideal woman. I do not find divorce to be a problem but a solution. I absolutely hate and refuse to buy the narrative of women being bad drivers or women being all bossy after marriage and husbands being the mere spectators. So there are a lot many things actually that I have inculcated in myself, and I refuse to entertain such stupid narrative over the time. So I'm very proud of myself that I have said no to all such misogynistic things which are somehow going to be evils for our society. So I'm very proud of myself that way. So on all, I would say that my idea of feminism now lives in not just what I preach or what I say, but also in my quiet refusal to normalize what once I overlooked. Next tagged question is, how do you practice feminism in your daily life? I choose to speak up even when I fear few things and feel otherwise. I consciously try to unlearn certain things which I have unknowingly carried over the years. I refuse laughing at the sexist jokes. I call out the subtle misogyny, and I try to not lock myself in the societal cocoon to make others feel comfortable. So, yeah, these are the little acts of awareness, resistance, self respect that I practice not loudly but consistently. Next question is, do you believe women support women enough in today's society? Why or why not? You see, I genuinely have seen so many amazing women out there who support and empower other women. In fact, I myself have so many amazing women in my life who are the greatest examples. But at the same time, I cannot negate or ignore the fact that how societal conditioning and patriarchal conditioning still shapes many of our choices and interactions, often subconsciously. Even today, we see it play in our homes only. Our grandmothers, our mothers, our aunts, they sort of try to impose the rigid patriarchal notions onto their daughters, their generations, not because of any malice, but because that's the reality they were handed in this phase. So instead of crippling the after effects, they are sort of propagating this rigid notion onto their next generation, which is absolutely very hazardous for the society. And it's really heartbreaking and saddening to see that the real victims of patriarchy and misogyny today have become the gatekeepers of its legacy. So ideally, they should be the ones letting their daughters fly and not clipping their wings in the name of tradition. So yes, while women do support women, we must ensure that our support is not filtered through the very lens we are trying to break. All right, so we are on to the last question, and it is, if you could change one thing in the world for women, what would it be? Maybe all those beliefs that dictate her to be a certain way, act a certain way, speak a certain way, look a certain way. I mean, I would let her just be bold, soft, quiet, loud, wise, wild, without any explanations, any judgments. Why should her existence require any validation in the first place? And that's it, you guys. That's all for today. I would want to reiterate the fact that feminism for me is not any kind of label. It's a lens through which I choose to see this world and myself more clearly. Even if one of my answers made you think, reflect, or feel a little braver, then this video has done its job. Also, I have not done this before, but today in this video, I would want to request my viewers to comment down below telling me what will be that one step from your side henceforth towards breaking this not so normal barrier at your school, your home, your workplace. Because whatever change that you are aspiring to bring today, might be a change of glory for your future generations to come. So until next time, take care and keep rising. Bye.